Scorpio, I know this sounds weird, but I can hear this. Now, it's probably because I'm flicking a pen, but it might be like a metronome or something trying to keep in time with something, so you might be doing a lot of music, mixing, mastering around Ableton like I do for Ableton Radio. But I'm also picking up like it's a ticking time bomb of like someone that just sits there staring at the wall, looking at the clock that just keeps like... Now, I know it seems very weird, but you know me, we do a load of channeling first, Scorpio, and then we look into your tarot. But I was kind of sitting back and I was doing this just before I started thinking, okay, what has Scorpio got? And normally I don't do this, but I kept doing it and I kept hearing it. And it's kind of like this, like I'm staring into space and I'm just basically just like looking into nowhere, just like waiting for something to happen. Like some of you could be like just fucking bored and you clock watch all the time, or you're a cockfrost or clock watch, or you're just kind of like always like, I don't know, looking to see what time it is or something like that around time. Okay. And like, or you might have like something that's ticking all the time. Okay. But it feels like that I'm just sitting back, bored, frustrated, constantly looking at the clock to see what time it is, Mr. Wolf. Something around a Leo or an Aquarian. Okay. And it's kind of like this ticking time bomb of waiting for someone to just go off. Okay. Now, I really hope that isn't anything drastic that's kind of going on here. But like, because it feels like two things: trying to keep time, trying to keep rhythm. So some of you, it might be rhythm as a dancer and you're learning to dance, or you do like I do when I'm doing, you can't see this here, but this is an Akaya's MPC Key 61, and they have like built-in metronomes. Okay, so when you go to record, you go tick, 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 tick. So it feels like I'm trying to keep time with something, like in rhythm. Okay, now you kind of got that, but you've also got how that represents waiting for someone to just snap. Whoops, there goes Rabbity. Oops, there goes Amber Heard, or Abby, Abigail, Amber, or Eminem, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julia, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. And I'm just waiting for someone to turn into Jekyll and Hyde and snap. So you really could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Taurus placement. I would say more along the lines of maybe a Sag. Okay, and I'm waiting for someone's mood swing or their body clock to just physically snap. And you're like, well, fuck, if I push that too far, it's going to snap. So I don't want to push my buttons too much because they're suddenly going to fucking have a go. So, nothing that is like really prominent in your message apart from try not to make someone's mood swing, or someone's got very moody and you just know that they're about to snap or they're about to say something. Okay, or a Steve or a Stephen. And I don't want to rock the boat, say maybe a Gemini or a Capricorn, Six of Swords. Okay, I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to push you too far. Okay, because I know your mood swings and I know the fact that you're just about to say something, and I don't want to like rock the boat and make your mood any worse. So it feels like that, this ticking, inevitable ticking time bomb of waiting for someone's mood to change. Like, I'm just waiting for you to kind of miraculously stop being so moody. Okay, might be that. It could be someone that is, say, the women that are on their period or something, and I'm just waiting for my body clock to soon start showing signs of not being in such much of a mood or something like that. It might be someone that suffers through like depression or just mood swings, like Jekyll and Hyde. 1 minute I'm this, the next minute I'm that, the next minute I'm moody, the next minute I'm okay, the next minute I'm broody, brainy, Brian, anybody can would be. Okay, next minute I'm this, and it's like a, I don't know, I mean, bipolar isn't normally where you change like that. It's not really bipolar. It might be someone that has a personality disorder. It could be a lot of narcissism and control. 1 minute I'm okay, the next minute I'm very fucking angry, and the next minute I'm not angry, and the next minute I'm calm, and then I'm angry, or Carmel, Melissa, Maria, and I'm very calm, and then I'm very angry, and very calm, and then I'm very angry. And it just feels like a Sagittarius, really. Feels like I'm very relaxed and very open, and oh, hello everybody, I'm very welcoming and loving, and then the next minute I'm fucking absolutely in a storming mood, okay, and I'm just about to piss and rain on your parade. You got to watch the last reading, which was Taurus. It's kind of coming up. Don't forget. You can watch this as a Aries or Life Path 4 Scorpio. We're doing Scorpio, but I read in numerology. Okay, so Scorpio and Aries both have 4s. Okay, if you don't want to, you don't have to bother, but you'll probably see the same kind of messages coming through. Okay, so what else have we got? Ticking, waiting. 7 of Pentacles, waiting for someone's mood to change. That's it. I'm waiting for the weather to change, or Heather. I don't know. It feels like I'm waiting for my tax attorney, like tax bill, something like that. Okay, and I'm waiting for, sorry, because my tax attorney is called Heather. So it's just made me realise I've put my tax account in. Actually, it came up through Capricorn. If you have a Gemini moon like me and you've watched a Capricorn reading and you're kind of like, you know, I was really relating to the tax. Okay, I have a Gemini moon, I have a Scorpio rising, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so kind of watching it from the aspect of this, same message that came through on that one, about a tax attorney, tax bill, waiting to be able to have an appointment with the tax people, blah, blah, blah. I've discovered this, the same day that I did that later on in the day, I actually got told that I was more than likely going to get a huge tax rebate. Why is that? Because I pay foreign tax and also UK tax, both tax. So I pay £350 a month to American people. That's per month. And then I pay a tax attorney to do my taxes for that, which is 250 quid. And then I pay a UK tax attorney to do also my UK tax, which is 250 quid. And then they have to do 2 tax returns, and then one from a foreign country and one from this country. But because we have a treaty with America, because I've overpaid in tax American people £200 and £300 per month, I should be getting a huge tax return. So some of you might be looking into a Life Path 7, a Cancerian. You really might be relating to the last reading about their mother, okay, and a Life Path 4, which is in this reading, because we're looking at Scorpio. So you might have a lot of problems around your mum, especially if your mother is like a Life Path 4 or you guys are a Life Path 4 and you're having a hell of a lot of problems around siblings and family, then you'll really need to watch the Sagittarius reading, okay? Same kind of messages coming through. This one seems to be about waiting on news from a tax attorney or about bills and money, okay? Like, I'm owed this, I owe you that, blah, blah, blah. And then also Cat, amongst the pigeons, Leo or an Aquarian, I owe you nothing. I don't owe you any explanation. I don't. So there's a changing in the wind here around sibling. I don't owe you any explanation. I don't owe you anything. Libra 2 in reverse, last reading, there it was there. So I don't owe you, sorry, I'm kind of giving you your reading from the last one I just did. I'm picking up a High Priestess of number 2 in reverse. I don't owe you an explanation. I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you any money, any rent. I've paid it off. Everything is paid off. Everything is accountable, blah, blah, blah. So I owe you nothing. Or I do owe you money. But I think it's more of an explanation that seems to be coming from a family. I don't owe you any explanation whatsoever. Okay, Trevor, Tracy, Treacle, Tanya, Tanya, Britannia, Tatiana. I don't owe you any explanation. Okay, so that might be coming through as family, that came through in the last reading. If you know anybody that is a Life Path 5, has a Sagittarius and a Sagittarius or Taurus placement anywhere, it's in this reading. Okay, that would be your worst enemy, Scorpio, if you're like me and you have a Scorpio rising and you come up against the Taurus rising. Oh dear, what can the matter be? Quite a lot. That's probably why you're not speaking to the person, okay, because you've got an opposition here within your chart somewhere, okay. Also here in the name Charlotte, okay. Okay, so what else have we got for you, Scorpio? Waiting on news from an accountant or money. Snap, time watching, waiting for someone's mood to just change and snap. Maybe something to do with around maybe baby, so that would be around a woman's cycle and period, and waiting for some kind of news that maybe relate to you guys that are in, say, a relationship, and you're waiting on it's kind of like the men are waiting for the women to just get over themselves, if I'm honest. I've got to be honest here, Scorpio. It's a little bit like the geezers are waiting for the woman's mood to change because of her period. So, or like just waiting for their mood to change, okay? So it might be like depression or something, and I'm just waiting for you to change from transform into that, into this. Okay, so you got a huge Jackie here, a huge Jekyll and Hyde. 1 minute I'm this, the next minute I'm that. 1 minute I'm this, the next minute I'm moody, then I'm not, then I am, then I'm not. Then I change my mind, then I don't change my mind, then I'm changing it, then I'm not changing my mind, and then I'm saying that it's you. And you got huge confusion now coming up, which is around someone changes their mind, they say one thing, and then the next minute they change their mind and say another thing, or it's doing it around a Steve or a Stephen. And I'm changing my mind, and then the next minute I am, the next minute I'm not, then I want to see you, then I don't, then I want to talk to you, then I don't, then I want to kind of go here, now I don't, now I do, now I don't, now it's your fault, you changed your mind, no you did, and you've kind of got this very confused energy of stop changing your mind. Do you want to speak, do you not want to speak? Do you want to talk, do you want to go out, don't you want to go out? If you do, you don't, and it's because of someone's mood. They get in a mood and they get very down, and because they feel very down, they don't want to go out, but then they do want to go out, and it's like they get up, say maybe in the morning, and their mood is, say, down, and then later on in the afternoon or the evening, their mood has probably gone up. In the morning, they don't want to do anything. In the afternoon, you do, but in the morning, you made a plan. The best made plan went to shit and failed to Libra, maybe. It really does feel like that. It's a very quick, simple explanation. It's someone that changes their mood throughout their day. In the morning, when they wake up, they may be very groggy and moody. They make a plan in the morning, but later on through the day, as plans change and someone doesn't stick by a rule of thumb of structure, which is Taurus, Sagittarius, or Life Path 5, which represents the Hierophant, okay, then because plans change, later on my mood changed, and what I did want to do in the morning, now I don't want to do in the afternoon. Or I didn't want to do anything because I felt down, lonely, depressed in the morning, and I was like, all right, self-sabotage, I don't want to do anything, you don't want to know, blah, blah, blah. Possible argument. Later on in the day, my mood's changed, now I feel all right, now I do want to do something. And the partner that is confused by this is saying, hold on a minute, this morning you didn't, now you do. And the person that does not want to be saying to the other person it's you that's changing your mind. Okay, because someone is changing their mind through their mood. Okay, through their mood. So if you're ever like very moody, and I said this, well, broody or brainy or Brian, I said this, it could be dealing with Gemini as well. I said this in the last reading. I said, if anybody is ever in a mood, never take your mood out on a person. Never do that, okay? If you're in a mood, just go inward, be silent, and just kind of like think, okay, I'll just wait until the next day or the next day, and then I'll be okay. But never take a mood out on a person, because that's where you'll get into arguments, confusion. Your mood is where you can't think straight, okay? When you're in a mood, you can't think clearly. You can't speak or talk clearly. So it's always never best to make a plan when you're in a mood. It's best to do it when you're feeling okay. Okay? 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 So that's how. So whenever you're in a mood, never make a plan. Always leave it till later. But that's advice. But what I'm hearing in your reading is that someone keeps changing their opinion and their mind through their mood. So in the morning, again, we'll go over it, then we're going to get on with your reading. In the morning, I get up, I'm groggy, I can't think straight, I can't think clearly, I can't give you an answer. I need an answer, what we're going to do, can't tell you. Let's wait till later. Don't worry about it, blah, blah, blah. Later comes, oh, okay, now my mood has changed. Actually, now I do want to do something. Hold on a minute. On the other end, you said you didn't this morning, and now I may or may not have made a plan already with or without you. Okay, then don't worry, it's your fault. Don't get into that tit-for-tat energy, okay? Because someone's mood here may be involving, like, a period, okay? So if you're having a period and a spell, don't take it out on the geezers right here, because they'll probably get very frustrated. We're like, hold on a minute. You either do or you don't. Do you, don't you? What do you want me to do, sweetheart? I've got no idea. What do you want, some ice cream? What can I do to make your life easier? Okay, but don't change. Like, keep changing your mind. Like what? Yeah, because that'll get into like triggers and mirrors. And then one person will say, no, it's you that changed. No, you changed it. No, you changed. No, you changed. No, we stuck by a plan. You said this morning. No, I didn't. I can't remember what I said this morning because I wasn't thinking clearly. Well, it doesn't matter. You said it. Right? So your reading, I know it'd be very confusing, Scorpio, but it seems to be that kind of message that's here for you that's channeled. Whew, that took a little while to get out. Okay, so what have we got here of a drawing Wow, there's a little boy that's sitting on the lane. Whoa, check that one out. Can you see it? There's a kid here with his head sitting on a wall, and then his legs are coming down here. So you might work at home and you sit at a desk playing a keyboard maybe that is here. Okay, there's a keyboard here and you sit under a desk all day long. You might be trying to rectify your posture. So you might have something around a bad back, or someone does, and you're trying to like sit upright. Okay, it's definitely what I'm seeing there. That's a really good kind of like outline of a drawing there. So basically there's someone that sits on a stool or a log or a box, I don't know, but I'm having to sit down quite a lot because I'm exhausted, or I do that at work like me now. I'm leaning over showing you this piece of paper right, but someone that sits quite upright here. There's another one there. Do you work in a place where there's quite a few of you? You sit at a desk all day and you sit on a computer or something like that, and then there's another person over here and they sit there and you sit here, like organising seating people. Okay, so kind of got that, but I'll leave it there just a second. If you can, I'm seeing this strange energy here as a coffin for some reason, a coffin. So I don't know what that's about here, but it definitely looks like a coffin to me. Okay, what have we got this way around? A dragon here. Dragon with its wings, and then its head here. Okay, and a dragon. You might be like me and have the year of the dragon. Okay. What else have we got this way around? Nothing is kind of springing into action there. Don't know. I'm going to stick with that one. That one's quite good there. Okay, so we'll stick with that. The little boy. Okay, something about the boy, Cameron. Okay, or something about like okay, there you go. So we're starting the channel now. Someone's always focused on their kid, and it came up. I'm sorry, Scorpio. I've been through other readings around people that may or may not be life path 4s that are suffering through their parents, always focusing on the boy and not the girl, or the girl or the boy. Okay, or like, is it a boy? Is it a girl? Is it a boy? Is it a girl? I mean, some of you may be pregnant. Okay, and you don't know whether it's a boy or a girl. Is it a boy or is it a girl? Is it a boy or is it a girl? Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2. So it's kind of like focusing on children, focusing, okay, on children and children. Now, whether that's wanted by the kids or not, I've got no idea, but you'll have to fight amongst yourselves with that one. Okay, so the moment after, let's see what's been going on with Scorpio. What's been going on with Scorpio? What's been going on with Scorpio? 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh dear, I didn't know any of these were. That's what I'm saying. Jekyll and Hyde. 1 minute on this, the next minute on that. 1 minute on this, kind of like, okay, let's make a plan. What plan do you want to make? Well, I don't know. Well, can't you make it? Well, no, because I don't know if I can. Can't you just make a plan? It's like, well, what do you want to do then? Well, I don't know. It's like, well, I don't mind either way. Like, it's either a yes or a no. Do you want to do this? It's like, yeah, no, I'll do that. I'm fine. It's like, well, do you or don't you? You're like, well, yes, but you make a decision. No, you make one. No, oh, well, I can't. Like, you know, I'm easy go. I'm easy come, easy go. We can either stay here or we can go out. Or we, you know, can do whatever you like, but do you want to? You're like, yeah. And then later on, which we were saying through the channel messages, oh, hold on a minute. Now everything's in the air. Now we've made a plan. We just now got to execute it. And you're kind of like, I really don't feel like doing that. You're like, oh, really? So it's a bit like what I was saying, Jekyll and Hyde. 1 minute on this, the next minute on that. 1 minute I'm making a plan, then the next minute it goes to shit, and then we're not doing that, we're doing something else. You're like, well, hold on a minute. This morning you wanted to do this, and now this afternoon or tonight you don't want to do that. Do you want to or don't you? For God's sake, please make up your mind. But then if you get into a mirror, which is a 2 of Cups, and you're in a soulmate situation, people's mood or thought processes have a reflection on the other person, which means, hold on a minute, bruv, you're setting off a mirror. Is it me? No, it's you. No, it's me. No, it's you. To me, to you, to me, to you. It's like, you make it. No, you make it. No, you stop being that. Oh, no, you stop it. Right? So I'm picking up like a lot of confusion in the air here, where it's kind of like, man, y'all need to be grounded. Y'all need to just like sit your fucking self down and just calm down, okay? because like I'm always changing my mind, or I'm like my mood is like up and then it's down and then it's up and down. Okay, as I said, if you're in contact with a person when your mood is up or down, as long as you don't take it out of on a human being, you'll be absolutely fine. But if you take a mood swing out on a person, is normally where you'll get a response, and it'll probably be very confusing. Okay, because whichever way it is, you're confusing a person here, or they are you. So you got the Six of Cups. Okay, so it's going on in family. You got a Jekyll and Hyde, or someone that's called Jackie in the family. That's like my mother. Someone that you can never ever equivalently get on, because you're probably doing a High Priestess, which is what I said in your channel stuff. That you're not speaking to them, blah blah blah. They're always changing their mind. They are speaking, you're not speaking. You are, you're not. You are, you're not. And it's kind of like you just decide what you're doing. Just leave me alone. You do what you want to do. I'll do me. You do you. Okay, that could be going on in the family. Now, if you're in relationships here, it's kind of like you're in a relationship, but there's a lot of like, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go and eat? Where do you want to go and spend some time? Do you want to go here? Do you want to travel out? Do you want to go and see your family? Why don't you go and see your mum and your dad? Why don't you do this? Why don't you... It's like kind of giving someone a load of options and saying, look, it's up to you if you want to do it. You know. Scorpio. What's been going on with Scorpio? What's been going on with Scorpio? The world. Piscean. More than likely. But do you want to go out then? You're like, well, yeah, should we go out tonight? Okay, if you want to go out, where do you want to go? I don't know. You make a decision. Can't you make it? It's a bit like neither of you want to make a decision, and then then some of you just think, oh bollocks, we'll just do what we always do. Okay, we'll just go somewhere. Okay, it's a bit like travelling out. For me, I suggest any of you guys, just go to like a McDonald's or somewhere like that. Don't eat. Just get like a I'm also hearing Just Eats or Uber Eats, and you order in and food and stuff like that. Yeah, me, I like going out, sitting in a car park, having a cup of coffee, okay, maybe walking around Tesco's, having a look around, going to a park, having a walk around a country park. They're normally quite good in Britain. Okay, have a walk around a country park, and you walk around a pond, blah, 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 or pond tarot. But you have a walk around the pond, okay, and then basically you end up back at square one, okay? And that might be what you're doing around relationships. For a lot of you, might be walking the dog and stuff like that. You go out quite a lot, and basically you just decide to go out for a walk, okay? Yeah. So it's like I'm picking up like country park. In an English country garden. Someone's from Britain here. That would be me. Let's see, Scorpio. What's been going on with Scorpio? Oh my God, you dazzle me. So Darren, I'm hearing Darren, Dazzle, Dan, Danielle, Dan, Danny. Darren though, I haven't come up. That's my deceased brother, Darren. Someone's hypnotised by someone's love. I'm picking up a relationship here. People that are in relationships. They're just deciding where to go. You do that a lot when you're in a relationship. Like, we've been everywhere. Like, we go here every single month, or we go here every single day. Do you fancy going somewhere else? Right? It's a bit like maybe having some time off work and deciding to go away for a couple of days. Travel somewhere, okay? And if it isn't go away for a couple of days, it's more than likely, I'll come to see you. Are you coming over here, or am I coming over to see you? Are you spending the night over here, or am I spending the night with you? Are we going out for the day? Or shall we just go out for the day and go shopping and blah, blah, blah? It's a bit like doing couples therapy or couples, just like, what you mundanely do. We go out, spend some time, we have a walk around the pond, we come back, we have an arm in arm, blah, 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 and then we come back, we have some food, blah, 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 and then we continue on with the relationship. I'm really not picking up on too much trouble at the moment, Scorpio, which is probably a good thing. So this is basically just a flavour, okay, because I normally just do this over on Patron, but I want to do something for YouTube. So your actual reading for the week, because this is kind of like what's kind of presently going on, for the week is where I'm going to do your reading over on Patreon. It'll be the full access bundle only, which is obviously weeklies and monthlies is what it will say on the tin. If you are a member or you want to join, you can find out all about it below. I'll be doing you a full spread with these cards, and then I will be clarifying some of them with In the Shadows and the moment In the Shadows and something else, I don't know, loads of other different cards that I have, I can't remember them. Then that comes up with the vibration of the card, gives you messages individually by what they're thinking and what they're feeling. Okay, could also be through parents. And then we continue on and we clarify everything else, blah, blah, blah. But it is over on the full access bundle only. You can find that link provided below. If you want the teaching tier, you can join that also, but it does tell you all about it below. There's about 32 videos about teaching at the moment. We're about studying cards, reading cards, all sorts of shit. If you want to know about it, it tells you below. Okay? Alright guys, thanks very much. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.